Hello, dear viewers, and welcome back to your ultimate destination for all things explosive and emotional. This is Star Scandal Spotlight. Tonight, we dive headfirst into a story that's got everyone talking. No cold stares. No jealousy, just absolute trust. That's right, fans are losing it over how much Byun Woo-seok trusts Kim Hye-yoon. In a world where love is often tangled with suspicion, this duo is rewriting the rules with warmth, loyalty, and raw honesty. So what's really going on between them? Could this be more than friendship, or are they simply the rarest kind of partners, completely in sync, no drama needed? Stay with us as we uncover every emotional detail, right now, on Star Scandal Spotlight. No one saw it coming. Not like this. In an industry where suspicion simmers beneath every smile, where public appearances are calculated and trust is a rare luxury, Byun Woo-seok and Kim Hye-yoon have ignited something no one expected, a storm of admiration, confusion, and curiosity over one simple truth: he trusts her completely. It started subtly. Just a few offhand comments, a glance that lingered longer than usual, and interviews where his praise seemed almost too genuine. But it wasn't until their now infamous joint appearance at the 2025 Seoul Drama Night that the world truly caught on. Cameras flashed. Fans screamed. Yet in the middle of that chaos stood Byun Woo-seok, calmly and quietly placing all his trust, his entire emotional armor, into Kim Hye-yoon's hands. What happened backstage that night would blow open the doors to their tightly guarded connection. According to one staff member who spoke under condition of anonymity, a minor scandal was unfolding just minutes before the duo's stage entrance. A fabricated rumor involving Kim Hye-yoon and a past co-star had suddenly resurfaced, a calculated smear attempt intended to rattle her before a major appearance. Panic spread, managers scrambled, PR teams whispered urgently. But not Woo-seok. No. He didn't flinch. He just looked at her and said, "Don't worry. I'm with you. Let's go show them who you are." The insider revealed. Everyone was tense, but when he took her hand and walked out with her, the entire vibe changed. You could feel the energy shift. That moment, broadcast live to millions, showed a level of emotional transparency rarely seen in the entertainment world. Not just chemistry, not just friendship, but pure, unwavering trust. And the internet, it exploded. Fan forums flooded with screenshots, slowed down clips, and emotional breakdowns of every subtle gesture. On Twitter, one post went viral with over 3 million views in 24 hours. He didn't even blink when she was in trouble. No questions. Just support. Who does that anymore? But it didn't end there. In the following days, Kim Hye-yoon posted a cryptic photo to her private story, later leaked by insiders, showing a handwritten note in delicate penmanship. "Thank you for believing in me when I couldn't even breathe. I'll never forget that night." Was it to Woo-seok? Fans think so, and the timeline fits. That post appeared just after their Seoul event. Suddenly, what once seemed like professional camaraderie now felt dangerously close to something deeper. A rare bond, free from competition or jealousy. But here's where things take a shocking turn. At a press event days later, a reporter asked Byun Woo-seok directly, "Do you ever get jealous of Kim Hye-yoon's close friendships with other actors?" The room tensed. A silence dropped. Cameras zoomed in. Woo-seok smiled faintly, glanced downward, and replied, "Why would I be jealous? I trust her. It's the only thing that matters to me." The answer was simple. Too simple. Maybe that's why it left the room spinning. For a brief second, even Kim Hye-yoon, standing beside him, looked visibly shaken. Not out of discomfort, but from something more vulnerable. Something like being seen, as if his words tore down every shield she'd built around herself. Was it rehearsed? Some skeptics say yes. But most fans disagree, because you can fake that kind of calm conviction. Not under pressure, not in front of flashing lights and endless microphones. And now, every move they make is scrutinized, every word they speak is dissected. Yet in the middle of that media storm, one thing remains shockingly, almost romantically constant. Byun Woo-seok doesn't waver. He trusts Kim Hye-yoon, fully, unapologetically. and without condition. In a world that thrives on scandal, secrets, and suspicion. Maybe that's the most shocking headline of all. Just when the dust began to settle from the emotional tidal wave caused by Byun Woo-seok's public display of trust, the entertainment world did what it always does. It tried to break what it couldn't understand. New rumors surfaced. Anonymous article, suspiciously timed, claimed that Kim Hye-yoon had been secretly meeting with a rising male idol from another agency. Photos, grainy and deliberately blurred, circulated to paint a suggestive narrative. Whispers of double dating, career manipulation, and using Woo-seok as a shield began infecting fan communities. But the backlash wasn't what netizens expected. Instead of turning on her, fans rallied, fueled by the emotional foundation Byun Woo-seok had already laid. And then came the moment no one predicted. Spoke again. And this time, he didn't hold back. At a closed-door Q&A with select media figures during a fan showcase, one bold journalist broached the tabloid headline. The question was sharp, accusatory, loaded. How do you feel about these alleged meetups between Kim Hye-yoon and another celebrity? Do you feel used? Byun Woo-seok didn't blink. He didn't even look to his manager. Simply answered, calm but piercing. What people see in photos isn't what I know in my heart. Question the noise. I'll trust what's real. A single sentence. But it echoed like thunder. Social media went into meltdown again. Within hours, hashtags like #RealTrust Byun Woo-seok, #No More Rumors, and #Protect Hye-yoon began trending across Korea and Southeast Asia. Celebrities, actors, even directors stepped forward, applauding Woo-seok's response as rare courage in a cutthroat world. And then, Kim Hye-yoon responded. Not with words, not with a press release, but with something far more intimate. Her performance. At her next fan meeting, midway through an emotional segment where she read letters from fans, she broke down in tears. Not staged. Not polished. Just raw heartbreak and gratitude pouring from someone who had clearly been fighting a quiet war behind the spotlight. I thought about giving up. She confessed through trembling breaths. But someone reminded me that I don't need to hide anymore, that being believed in is stronger than any lie they throw at you. No one needed names. Everyone knew who she meant. That moment, when her voice cracked and her fans screamed in unified support, felt like a full-circle reckoning. The entertainment world had tried to inject doubt. What emerged was a deeper, untouchable bond, no longer just between them, but between them and the people who choose to believe, too. Yet the industry never stops. Executives grow nervous when emotions overpower scripts. Agencies whisper behind closed doors. And as the buzz builds, many are now asking the inevitable question, are Byun Woo-seok and Kim Hye-yoon just friends? Or is this something dangerously close to love? Neither has confirmed, but neither has denied. Maybe, just maybe. They don't need to. In the chaos of flashing cameras, ruthless rumors, and fabricated truth, what endures is not spectacle, but sincerity. Byun Woo-seok's unwavering belief in Kim Hye-yoon has become more than just a moment of support. It is now a symbol. A rebellion against a culture that feeds on distrust. Kim Hye-yoon, once quietly enduring the weight of speculation, now stands taller, not because the noise has faded, but because someone stood with her when it got loud. Whether it's friendship, something more, or something undefinable, one thing is clear. They didn't let the world change them. They changed the world around them. And for fans watching from afar, hearts aching and hoping, that's more powerful than any headline, because in the end, it's not about what they are to each other. It's about how, in a world built on doubt, they chose trust, and never looked